Money Vikings Collectibles, welcome back, and we're going to do some really special one today that I've been waiting for over a year. This is Sorcery Contested Realm. This is an alpha booster box that we're going to start cracking today. Going to do half of it, but this is something actually really special to me. Also check out Mike over at Collector's Art House. He's been doing great coverage of Sorcery for a long time now, ever since the Kickstarter started. And I'm very excited about this. And one of the reasons that many of you that watch our channel may know or may not know, the reason I'm excited about this is that I am an amateur illustrator myself. So I have an art degree. I've done some children's books. I've done some fantasy illustration. And the really cool thing about this game and this collectible is that every piece of art is hand painted. So I spend a lot of time trying to make sure the lighting is really nice. I want the cards to really show up well. So so here we go. Let's do the first one here and kind of get started. And I'm gonna talk about what I think is gonna work and what maybe isn't working. And we'll just kind of do an honest assessment. I mean, overall, from what I've seen, this is my first time with my hands on the product, so I'm interested to see what my reaction is to all this. But overall, people are just amazed at the, then you can see the seal, amazed at the beauty of these cards. And it really has that classic, because everything is hand painted, that does create a different vibe for the for the look and feel of the cards, and it kind of takes you back to that 90s, maybe back to that nostalgia of when collectible card games started. So okay, so right off the bat here we have, and I don't have a sense yet of value. I'm gonna have to come back and look into that, but we do have this sorcerer card in the full foil art, which is just absolutely amazing. Right there. I'm going to keep that sealed at the moment and just set that off to the side. And I'm going to do, for this opening, let's just do this side right here. And again, I'm going to do this in a couple of videos. I want to take my time, really enjoy this set. And this is almost like the opposite of the shenanigans at Magic. This is a company and a set that's actually taking their time, and that's probably a blessing and a curse. They're probably, and I've heard that the packs are, oh no, actually that opened just fine. It's a blessing and a curse, I think, because they're maybe taking too much time. It took a long time to get these, and not so much a critique. I mean, gosh, think about what it takes to launch a new game. I mean, it's just really a Herculean effort. Is probably doesn't even do it justice. But we got the artist down there. That's cool. And again, I have not played the game yet. Just have read about it being played. But first impressions are kind of what you hear from people. The art and the feel of the cards is awesome. It's very nice. It feels like good quality, so that's really good. And I'm wondering, I was actually even wondering, I assume the standard sleeve it works, so I'll just put this one in there, and it does. So the standard sleeve, and that looks quite nice as we kind of get used to things here. A berserker, yeah. So again, I've was trained in doing this kind of art, and I really appreciate it, and I appreciate what it takes to hand paint something. Not that I'm not against digital painting. In fact, digital painting can have a lot of the same processes and procedures and dynamics as hand painting, but I think there will always be a little different vibe and of a human, and that's very important in this artificial intelligence world that we are starting to live in. We kind of do crave something that is, I do at least, something that is that's hand painted. So I think that's a really awesome aspect of this game. Fire harpoons, that is so cool. Yeah, so right out the gate, definitely feeling it, loving these cards. It's gonna take a while to get a sense of how all this works, and I will go into more of that in the next video, but just wanted to start opening packs and just enjoying that experience a little bit. That's really cool. The lighting is so nice there with the warm light there and the cool tones on the other side and the mist and the zombies coming out. I mean, these just feel great. Okay, so this is our first foil hit other than that box topper. So we got the Cyclops and the foil. And again, I'm hoping the lighting here is really doing justice. Some of the YouTubers are doing, you know, some of them are hit or miss. Like some, I wish the imagery was a little better, because again, the star of the show here is the art. And that's actually what got me into magic, believe it or not. I was in art school training to be an illustrator, and I was collecting the cards to pick up on the techniques and just get some inspiration. But then I started playing and collecting. But in recent years, you know, it does, magic just has it's, you know, it loses a little of its magic. I know it's a dorky way to say it, but it's, you know, losing some of its magic when it's just so mass produced. And this feels special, and I think that's the idea. And I believe they're going to do one set a year. I hope they get, that's really nice. This is nice. This is an orange blue complementary color palette, which has a great vibe to it. So I'm not even organizing the cards into any kind of, you know, order or anything. I'm not going to do that yet. Just going to start opening packs and kind of check it out for a little bit. So boxes are pretty pricey. This now is a, believe it or not, it appears that this is now an $800 box. I did not pay that, but they're pretty expensive. So this is for the alpha. There's sort of an unlimited or a beta version that is out there, or is coming out. And that is much more affordable for the casual player, which is good. You got players and collectors, and why not, I say. One thing I do think that's kind of cool about this game is I like the grid concept. I don't have a playmat here in front of me, but I do like that looks really neat. And that's got a red-green complementary color split, which is pretty cool. Creates color balance. I do think the grid concept is really neat. I like that concept of having a kind of, not a board, but a play board where there's sort of a geographical concept of the game of, you know, consuming lands, and almost like a Settlers of Catan meets Magic kind of vibe. I think that's a neat idea. And that looks great. The foils are looking great. Just everything really nice, good quality. Yeah. I should probably sleeve foils. I assume those are probably a little more valuable. But again, you know, the market is, I think, still trying to figure things out. So not totally sure yet what would be a big, you know, hit. I do know a few of them from watching other YouTubes of what's kind of the, you know, what's the quote-unquote Black Lotus of Sorcery. I don't think anything I've pulled yet. Sea Serpent, looking great. It might be a watercolor. Wall of Fire. And the Dark Tower. Atlas card. Okay, Alice, yeah. That's interesting. The Guile Sirens. Very cool. Loving that card. I'm just going to sleeve it because I think it looks really nice. I'm going to sleeve them all eventually, but put them in a nice book just to enjoy the art. And again, check out Mike at Collector's Art House. I really like how he features the artists. He really gives them a platform And that is awesome. It's hard to explain to people how many years of training. That looks really neat. Donnybrook Inn, that's so cool. It's hard to explain how many years of training and the kind of effort it takes to become this talented in drawing. And I'm a big believer. I've taught a lot of wine and paint sessions. I do believe that people can learn art. They just never really give themselves a chance. Now, you do have to have that passion or that drive for it, because not many people are very good when they start. Most people are pretty bad. It takes a lot of training and years of effort to do this kind of work that we're seeing here. Mage Slayer. Bone Rabble. Yeah, I had heard the packs were hard to open, but as I saw, but they're not. I'm not finding them that difficult to open. Maybe that's not a bad thing. Oops, sorry about the focus there. There we go. Wow, that's awesome. I've done some artwork that has that kind of vibe before. Oh, that's cool. Vesuvius. A real place. Naples. Yeah, Vesuvius. There you go. Let me put that one. I think I'll sleeve that one. I just like it. Yeah, I like to keep my videos pretty compact, so I'll probably do a few more packs, and I'll come back with more for you guys. But I'll do this in a series. I just want to take my time with this one and really soak in the visuals here, because they are just so great. Snow leopard, that's so cool. Common sense, look at that. The ordinary appears as magic to some. And you got the artist name down there on each one. But yeah, not sure what the future holds for this game. I mean, my biggest complaint is getting it out on time. And again, I'm not trying to be insensitive to, first of all, the effort. I mean, if everything's hand painted, the art is going to take longer. That is a longer process. Again, it takes a lot of skill to be a digital painter as well. So don't think that digital painting, well, unless you're using the new AI tools, which is really kind of scary in a way. But if you're digital painting in a classic way, that takes the same kind of skill that it takes to paint this way. And digital painters are typically classically trained. They know how to paint on a canvas or on paper that's been treated with gesso, and they know how to work on their drawings, their underdrawings, their underpaintings, how to build layers, how to do shadowing and lighting correctly. If you are drawing in a fantastical, realistic way, like this is. That's cool. Amazon Warriors. Okay, I'm going to do one more pack for this video just to launch us, and we'll be back with a series here as we go through this box. And I'll give you a sense of value if we want to do that approach as well. That's really cool. I think the market is, finding itself. I think a lot of people are just sort of starting to try to get a sense of this as a game, as a collectible. But first impression of the cards is thumbs up, 2 thumbs up, for sure. Mortality, cool. Port. All right, everybody, tune in for the next one. I'll be back for more. Thanks.